It's time for another late night talk show, guys. Tonight we'll be breaking down the action from Monetize this 160, guys. I can't show the actual footage from. I don't have the video with me right now, guys, because it got taken down because of copyright issues from stuff. But I will break down on what happened, and also got a little something for everyone in the chat. I managed to pull it up on my phone, my phone, which we're not going live from. So stay tuned for that. Also, we'll be going over the some tornadic stories from natural disasters tonight. In this case, it will be from tornadoes. So that's gonna be fun. But first, we're gonna start things off with make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications if you have not. Shout out to one of my co-workers if you're watching right now. Yeah, that's right, co-workers. That should probably change in a bit. I want to say congratulations to Foulmouth Ken on becoming the Monetize This champion, everyone. Cashing in his Money in the Bank Money in his Bank for 2,000 points, and then Joe got screwed like I thought he was. And yes, I was playing Oracle last night, guys. I was Oracle for last night. I knew something bad was gonna happen, and it came true. But I tell you, it's going to be a good old time. So make sure you come in, like this video, subscribe if you have not, turn on notifications, and also enjoy the show with us, guys. Oh man. But first, let me do one thing. This will be real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable in my doing my show in my work shorts, so we are doing live calls, Skype calls for a few people if needed. So I was going through Twitter the other day, managed to stumble across this thing. This was for a rant line. This was for a rant line for Joe Cronin. Hey Strings, welcome to the show. So we're gonna start with this, and then make our way up. That way, gain thoughts and all that. Whatever. I'm gonna say kudos to Tennis Racket Jones for doing this on Twitter.
You have to see it for yourself. Stephen German thinks he's funny. Using weapons to steal money, writing shits he can't cash from some motherfucker other country. Stephen German thinks he's funny. Using weapons to steal money, writing shits he can't cash from some motherfucker other country. Stephen German, I can't tell if you're white or not. I got more questions for your ass than an episode of Ride Along. And the time it takes for you to speak big words, dude, I can write a song without the shitty hum from that $6 microphone. Stephen Truman bitches look like fucking goblin while you joke around. Act like famous B's your biggest problem. You're the type of dude that's always looking for where the war at. You talk like you're a soldier, but you're looking like you're full. Stephen Truman ain't funny, that's my rant for the night. Fuck this dude, seeks attention with the hum on his mic. Stephen Truman's son, yeah, you look like you have bad breath. Like Waluigi, like you've never touched a bare breast. Come after me, Stephen G. I know I'm not famous B, but my punch will make you stutter like you're trying to speak. Stealing top 40 lyrics for your rage lies. Blessings on blessings, son, it's motherfucking great lies. When you came out the cut, your mama screamed like Fran Dresch and shook your back inside a cup. You weren't a man yet. You got a big mouth that's making fun of Tommy. How you like it when this big mouth is on your naked mommy? German, I hope you got a rough skin like you're wearing denim. Do me a favor, thank your family and friends for 9/11, bitch. Joke from the choke. JCS Army, we in this bitch.
And the only thing I found wrong about that is the fact that he has to wait like 3 seconds later to start to end his shit. So that's the only thing that's wrong about that. Yeah, I'm way better. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do the. I have a lost rant that I'm going to have to. That I'm going to be posting on YouTube sometime this week. Then I'm going to do another rant, probably on this guy's ass. It's a. Oh, it's spit something here. But yeah, we're also gonna be doing tornado stories in a bit, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, we'll be doing Skype calls tonight, and I don't care if I stutter. That just makes me be better than everyone else, because I'm not afraid to stutter. Because I know lots of people stutter, whether they're on stream, whether they're trying to think of something to say. I know that feeling, guys. I've actually been there, done that lots of times. So if you want to rant on me about that, here, I'm going to rant about this. Your 3 seconds of fame will be up in no time. Because you, sir, need 3 seconds to just end your song after you're done playing it, bitch. That's the 411. I'm laying down on your ass, bro. Oh shit. That's the hill. Ha! Glad that I left this. I thought I had this with me tonight. Oh shit. Put that way. Oh man, tell you that guy looks like he wants to be sucking up to Vince McMahon's dick right now. I mean, his profile picture says it all, guys. At first, when it was unbelievable, I did against Tommy. Then one on Famous B. I had to rant about him a few times. I actually want to end it with a rap battle, epic rap battles of rants tweet. So it's gonna be interesting for them. First part is with Famous B. I saw couple matches that he managed, and guess what? He still sucked. Yeah, it's true. He sucked. Suppose the client I saw sucked. So he went out, got a second client. That one did well, and he said after that he was finished. I was like, man, this motherfucker is so fucking stupid. So Famous B, if you're listening, fuck you and fuck your clients, because you don't know how to manage. Why don't you? Anybody can put on a 6-star auto jacket and do a better job at managing than you, and you can take that to your boss and suck on his dick for doing that. Yes, and this is Stephen Goldman, unscripted right now, bitch. But so now we're moving on to genetic stories. I must start with I was meaning to do this 2 weeks. I was meaning to do this part 2 weeks ago. Hold on. I want to make sure it's 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. When it was the I can remember. 7 years later, about for Tuscaloosa. I was in Birmingham at, well, actually Midfield, but it was, I like call it. It was the Midfield area of Birmingham. I was over visiting my grandpa at the time. He yeah, we were visiting for the week, for a couple of days, few days. So we decided to stay over with my grandpa. It's interesting because things didn't get started until after I got back. But actually, it was windy all day though. We got back to my grandpa's house around 4 Central Time, 4:30 Central Time. About 5, I wanted to take a nap, get ready for the evening, so I could play a couple hands of cards, you know. Now that's why I use. I mean, I like playing game progression or 500 or whatever. I love playing those card games, guys, once in a while. It really gives me something to do. This is the best part. And welcome to everyone who's coming into the stream. If you need to turn on notifications, make sure to turn on notifications. Like this video and subscribe. Turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon. Welcome, Daisy. So we got back. Sirens were about 5 p.m. The sirens were blaring, going off like shit, guys, and so we decided to. So I turned on the local weather stations, and the butts were all over Tuscaloosa at the moment, looking at the sky cam. fact, I wonder if I can bring up some stuff on my phone about that. Yeah, showing that there was a big wall of cloud that touched down around the area. Let me see about that part. But one of the interesting things was about the size. April 27th, 2011. It was interesting. So we're gonna start with
Dryer soil, but that's a look
at the sky cam from, y'all can see it. This is the sky cam from the day. All those, oh shit. And the size of it just it was something unbelievable. I was like, okay, this can't be happening. But power went out around before, like 15 minutes before 6 o'clock. So what I did, if I can remember correctly, at the time my Aunt Martha, who is so hard, was such a good person. That she had to be taken to the hospital that day with my grandpa. So they went to what was the name? It was UAB. UAB Highlands, I'm thinking. So it was UAB Highlands over by the University of Alabama, Birmingham. By the way, if you're over in that area, go to that area. I'm gonna say, go Trailblazers. Go Blazers. I tell you, Birmingham's is a good city that I've actually been to. Lots of rich history. Last time I went over there was for a funeral. But I'm not gonna get into that part yet. I'd rather not. But this tornado, I was watching from midfield at the time. The size of this tornado was something that you had to see from your own eyes.
Dryer soil, but that's a look at what is most likely a very large tornado. We can see the wall cloud. In fact, it looks like the wall cloud is a little bit bigger than maybe it was when Old Shoe was looking at it. We can't see the tornado as well as I think we could just a few minutes ago. It seemed to have brightened up a little bit underneath here, but I think there is a tornado right in there. You can see where the cursor is going. It looks like there's debris down there. There's debris. There's a debris cloud that extends out that far, so we might have an invisible funnel that is very large and only have a little bit of area that's invisible there. Look at that. We got a multiple vortex tornado on the ground. There it is. You can see the multiple vortexes and vortices that are rotating around the continent left, and we'll get that thing centered. This is a large multiple vortex tornado that is almost into downtown Tuscaloosa. And again, you should have been in your safe place 20 minutes ago But if by chance you're hearing me at the last minute on the radio, get into a safe place right now. Small underground if you can. No underground, first floor, small room, lowest floor near the center, away from windows. Now, if you're looking at that, don't forget we have a possible tornado. Could be a large one that's moving up into Marion County out of Lamar County. Another one that's passing way north of downtown Birmingham, affecting the far western tip of Blount County. It's moving from Sipsey and Empire. Look at the debris. Look at the debris in that. Zoom in tighter, Jason, if we can go in tighter. Look at that. Goodness gracious. This won't be a day that will go down in state history.
But yeah, that tornado. It was 2 tornadoes, guys. I mean, this was like I'd like to say the first one that happened. But actually, the first one that actually happened that I remember actually woke me up around 5:30 a.m. in the 5:30 in the morning Central Daylight Time at the time, which was like 6:30 my time. Not to be honest, I was down there just on spring break so I can visit it, folks, because once in a while I deserve to go to take a vacay. I was not expecting that event to happen though. I'm trying to take a deep breath because of this. But this thing just came out nowhere. I knew it was going to be an interesting day. I did not think I was ever in my life was going to be part of this outbreak, but I actually was. I'm actually thankful that I actually survived this. But even though it did not do any damage to me, it did do lots of damage around Tuscaloosa. Coleman actually got. Actually, I have a map. I'm not sure if I have another map in my room somewhere. But Coleman, Alabama, that's where this convent is. Can't remember what they call it, but this church, I guess I should call it, which is where the wonderful. I'm trying to remember if I. Well, be right back. We'll be right back, guys. Sure, take. can't use this. Oh well. Take it. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had a something I can show, but Coleman, Alabama is the monastery. The Ave Maria Grotto is. If you take 65 northbound, you'll eventually get there. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but I know that this tornado, there was one, and then there was another one right behind it. So it was like, say these. Hold on. These two pins right here. This was the first one that dropped, and it traveled on the ground, like in a motion like this, doing lots of damage and all that. Then the second one dropped, and picked up whatever it was, and then came all the way past Birmingham. Which I was surprised that it was one of those long track tornadoes. Usually it was like a 5 minute, should be a 5 minute. Turned out to be like more than a 5 minute tornado. If it's there.
The last image we're able to show you of a large wedge tornado coming up into Tuscaloosa. This is the radar.
This was that time.
That this thing is wrapped up maybe along Interstate 5920. This is McFarland Boulevard. Right. We got it back. We got our nose. Let's pan over to the low. Oh my goodness! Look at that. Are you kidding me? Look at all the stuff flying around it. That's coming over. Near Interstate 359 in Skyland.
Skyland Boulevard.
This thing is going to be coming basically right down Skyland Boulevard. This is an extremely violent
I'm going to get copyrighted. Might get copyrighted or something.
The Tuscaloosa County or the Tuscaloosa City Police Department.
Maybe I'm not
down there. It's crossing over the industrial area in South Tuscaloosa near all the places where they take the cars when you have an accident. If you're down that way, down Greensboro, it's on you now. It's moving toward McFarland. If you're between Greensboro and McFarland, south of Bryant and south of University, get to a safe place right now. Right. So again, everybody near Skyland Boulevard, be in a safe place. Everybody in the city limits of Tuscaloosa, be in a safe place. We can clearly tell you from that image that this will be a tornado that is affecting Tuscaloosa and not Northport. But if you are in the city limits of Tuscaloosa, be in a safe place right now. Don't take any chances with this. This is as violent a situation as you'll ever see. Again, there's your debris bowl that's coming up now near the intersection of Alabama 69 going south down toward Mountville and McFarland Boulevard. It'll be crossing very close to McFarland Mall. McFarland Mall directly in the path. We got it back. Take it full. Right, take it full. There's the back side of it. Again, that is moving basically down Skyland Boulevard. And again, you can see debris falling from the sky. And this is again, the power is going to come and go. Let's go back to the double box, and as soon as we get the power back on top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, we'll go back to that. But again, this is your debris bowl right here. Again, that's downtown Tuscaloosa. That's Interstate 359.
This was
right here. This is coming out toward McFarland Mall.
This tornado right there. That was the tornado. Lots of damage that day. I'm not going to get into how much, because people should know how much by now. I tell you, what I got here, I mean, I actually have two of it, but I'd rather just show just this one. in a bit. I'll explain what it is. So let's get back to this. Looks like a hole in the ground though.
Northward component of motion here, so understand this will be ultimately moving north of Interstate 5920 up here toward really some of the same communities hit back on April the 15th out toward Loop Road and Circlewood, the Veterans Hospital. But I don't want to be so specific. I want everybody in the city limits of Tuscaloosa to stay sheltered underground if you can get there until this thing passes. But especially over here, the urgency now is for those of you out here in the eastern side of town, over here toward Cottondale and Holden up in the city. Everybody out here needs to be in a safe place. The University of Alabama still needs to be totally shut down. Nobody should be on campus walking. Nobody should be driving. Another note, a large tornado just passed northeast of Bagley through the Doris Summerton area. So Walker County, Coleman County, we have so many things going on, and we're trying to show as many things as we can at the same time while maintaining the information for everyone. What you see there in Tuscaloosa, a large violent tornado that is right on...
Yeah, back in 2011, I remember that day well because the bugs were all over that area that day. So, but another thing, Ashley had to was in midfield, like I said before, seeking shelter. It was just me and my mom at the time. We got together in the little hallway in the corridor in the house. And then I remember another thing is trying to stay calm like I'm saying. In that corridor, power got knocked out, got taken down. And then another thing I remember about that was this area. I remember this part that but the next day is when it happened, but I'm still on the first part. After it was over, there was one that went by and then another one that went by. Two tornadoes in the same day at the same time. And I tell you, they were not like the one like this, like the Moore County tornado, the Moore El Reno tornado, whatever they want to call it. Can't remember. I would think it would be the Moore El Reno, the Oklahoma tornado that did damage, 2013. But this tornado, it actually did damage. The first one came by, did damage. Whoever was left standing, the second tornado came by, and just everything that was in the first tornado's pack just gone. That's what I would like to say. But around where I was, we only had a few shingles that came off. We had tree limbs that came down. The power got knocked out. But the next day, it was out for like at least 24 hours in the area. Anyway, but next day, I was watching the some aftermath from the newsroom. In the some aftermath video from the hospital, UAB Highlands, and they had a Facebook page where that Auburn University actually was there to assist with cleaning up in around Alabama, and people actually were helping the rival school. By the way, Alabama and Auburn do have a rivalry. It's interesting. Alabama and Auburn do have this rivalry in football. They call it the Iron Bowl. Usually it's played in either Tuscaloosa or Auburn, but sometimes depending on whenever they usually have it might have it in Birmingham, Alabama, at a Legion, which is where Birmingham Bowl is played. The power didn't come back on until 10:30 p.m. the next night. So that was one of the stories I know pretty well. I know that there was, I would like to say, like 3 or 4 tornadoes warnings that, and this was days after we thought. I know another story, guys. Week and a half, I'd say about a week and a half from the first one I know. My town from the 2011, 26, April 16th, 17th of that storm that hit Birmingham, like they said. But I was in my church at the time. At church that time, because of 5:30 mass had to be there because I believe I was ushering that. But that is the tornado. Wow, guys. That storm actually did damage. Did lots of damage. I can trying to remember something else, but it was impressive. Very an interesting story. By the way, the thing I like I would say about 2-3 days later from the event, we just were coming back from the area. Let me just see if I can. We're coming back, so we decided to go visit my my brother. He lived up in my brother James, who was in Tennessee at the time for school and all that, school work. He was in Coffee County, Tennessee. So we went to visit him in was it Oklahoma? Can't remember. I believe it was either Oklahoma or Manchester. So we decided to visit him before we decided to come back. We just left in the morning, got there like 3.5 hours later, 4 hours later, whatever the hell you want to call it. Got to the area, had lunch, and we decided to take the usual way come back, which was I-40 all the way. Hey man, I'm trying to remember. Actually, I believe it was 40 to 26 at the time. 40 to 81 to 26 going around, because there was a walk slide that happened like 3 weeks beforehand, and before I went. Oh, back to the whole, but that does have nothing to do with the story. But in all, I also remember going to a couple years later. I remember going to the McRae Center in Birmingham, and they had an exhibit on the tornadoes. So whatever did, so they had this exhibit on the April 27th, 2011 outbreak. They had this map of the state and they had a map of the state and tracks of the tornadoes that happened within the state of Alabama that happened at the time of the outbreak. So they had this map of the northern Alabama, southern Alabama, central Alabama, of where all of this happened. Must actually have to thank the neighbors at the time for telling us when the power was going to be back on. Because at that time I was actually waiting for a show to start. What was it, like Ghost Hunters or whatever? I was just into that, seeing what was going to happen, where they were going to be, what's happening, all that shit. To be honest, I actually would like to see do a ghost story on Fike High School over in Wilson, North Carolina. I think we had reports of like 27 ghosts at once that happened in the gym. We had a couple in the auditorium, a few running up and down stairs and all that shit. We had a couple up in the upstairs area. some girl decided to do wasn't release her findings to everyone to the senior class that day. I mean, I actually went to see what was going on. So I think they had tried to take her scholarship away because of that incident, and she decided to release her report and all that. I was like, man, but he care. I'm not sure if I should really care about that part. But back to the story, guys, of the tornado. There was I remember once that came in tornado started in Tuscaloosa, went to Fairfield, then up into cities limits of Birmingham. I wonder if I can show footage from Birmingham.
Tornado emergency, Carl, for both Huntsville and Tuscaloosa. Yeah, it looks very serious right now.
Oh, here it is. Here we go.
Let's go to Jeff Marlowe. Jeff? Guys, can you hear me? Yes, we got you. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the tornado, the big mass that you can see there in the background, a lot of lightning flashes around it. It looks
Birmingham at the time.
the mesocyclone may be right down, almost on the ground. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what we think, Jeff. But this has gotten basically so strong that the whole line is all the way to the ground. The tornado is embedded in it. The tuba basically just burns into one.
Around walking. Around what?
The rotating thunderstorm updraft basically on the ground with a tornado that's hidden inside of that. But either way, we're likely to get a damage path that may be more than a mile wide, perhaps several miles wide, with a combination of the rotating thunderstorm winds and the embedded tornado winds. We've heard a lot about damage already, many reports of that. Any reason to believe that this is going to be a different situation? No, it certainly looks like a dangerous situation. I'm not sure whether it's winds rotation-wise on the velocities getting by radar. Yeah. I think on these static transformers are blowing, I believe. There's some power flashes there, Jeff? Jeff, you with us? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, now we're beginning to see the individual tornado. And now there's a little bit of a layer shape there. So the embedded tornado is out in the long run as it gets closer. You can see it a little bit off the ground there. And the tornado is just to the left of that second tree there that's swaying on the left side of the picture. Yeah, hopefully we can have cameraman pan out just a little bit so we can get a full view. Can you This tornado, there it is right there. And there, folks, is the tornado. Yeah, that is the tornado. And Jeff, just an awful sight there. Yeah, guys, the power just went off on the north side of Birmingham there. I don't know if you saw it, but everything just went black on the north side of town. All right, we lost Jeff again. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. Amazing, amazing. I was going to say the power's just gone out the whole north. All right, we're having a hard time with Jeff's signal right now. There again is that tornado. Again, folks, want to remind you, a tornado emergency is now in effect. They're saying they're having a Birmingham, Alabama, and we want you to take cover immediately, especially on the north side of town. We are looking past downtown, and we are looking out now towards the north and towards the west. The storm is going to pass just to the north, most likely of downtown. Right? Yeah, and our radar, we get scans in every 5 minutes, and so this is one of those about 5 minutes old now. This is about west-northwest of Birmingham, but in 5 minutes it will have moved now, so it's almost due north of Birmingham. At this time, about 5 minutes ago, it was located about 5 miles west-northwest, so you allow for that to move in that.
Look at it still, guys.
And it has probably moved
Look at that.
far, so that would put it probably, there it is, it's just updated. The tornado is located now right about 4 miles northwest of downtown Birmingham, heading directly toward the Tarrant City area. So a dangerous tornado still in progress, as you can see, and very strong upper velocities. Couplet still showing up on the radar, and a debris ball that I'll try to do some measurements of that, give us someone's idea of what we're seeing here. That ball is roughly, let's see, made a mistake in the calculation. That ball is roughly 1.5 miles wide that we're seeing from the left edge of the red to the
Do you like this video?
right side of the red. So the circulation with this about 1.5 miles wide. That's likely what we're seeing in the picture. Very
Soft flashes right there.
combination of tornado and rotating thunderstorm whose updraft is basically all the way to the ground. Right along the ground right now. I want to get back out to Jeff live. Jeff, see the wind picking up there right now. Are you hearing anything from that tornado?
And this happened like 7 years ago, like I said.
Basically, the wind is really howling outside here, so it's hard to pick up any kind of a sound from the actual tornado itself. I don't know if you can see in the picture, there are a lot of power flashes, a lot of transformers going, and the whole north side of Birmingham has gone black, so they've lost power there. And Greg, we just heard that there's now a new echo on the west side. Yeah, there is another hook, that's right. But here, the tornado goes from here to there. You're seeing basically the prevailing cloud base, and then the combination of tornado. Low cloud comes down, and the tornado edge right about there. So not very much difference between the rotating updraft of the storm and the tornado. Over on this side, here is the wall cloud. You see the base, the prevailing cloud, the wall cloud, like a layer cake comes down, and then here's the tornado. So tornado from there to about there, probably about 1 mile or perhaps even 1.5 miles wide. And Greg, we just got a very upsetting report. Extreme damage now being reported on the west side of Birmingham, West Birmingham. Extreme damage right now. So again, this is a tornado emergency
Around
for Birmingham, Alabama.
Hellfield.
Folks, please take cover immediately on the north side of town right now. This is a large wedge tornado, 1.5 miles in diameter. It is passing to the north at about 50 miles an hour. Again, extreme damage has been reported in Birmingham.
12
It
minutes.
is moving within minutes now,
Let me check
heading
some.
toward the Tarrant City area. So that is next in line for this very
Oh,
dangerous
that's just a
tornado.
pulse.
And at that point, then it will continue beyond Tarrant City if it holds together toward the general area of Trussville. So
Trustable,
Tarrant City,
that's
maybe the south portions of Fultondale, then toward the
Trustable. That's the area where they have I can remember what was this restaurant called Jim and Nick's. The first one that I remember going to in the Birmingham. Awesome, but it's an awesome place to go to, guys. But can just see this big old cloud, guys. Pretty interesting. To think this tornado actually traveled all the way up from Tuscaloosa, the mountain oak area, Fairfield, right around Fairfield. I believe it's Fairfield. Let me check, make sure on my back. Hold me count. Let me check. Norfolk. Yeah, Fairfield. Yeah, it was Fairfield at the time. To Fairfield to Birmingham. I mean, it was pretty interesting trying all these places getting hit. And to think, I never thought my area was going to get that storm. We didn't get the tornado, but we did get winds and damage. It was basic damage, nothing I could just pick up and all that. Whatever was it was small damage. So we just decided to go ahead and make it look like it was nothing. Make it look like nothing even came down in the area. But that tornado that came through the area, right there. Tornado emergency for the time. The tornado at the time. Hold on, just so I can make sure this. Tornado at the time. That thing did damage. I remember that there was a when I came back, there was like stuff around Stantonsburg or Sharpsburg for damage in North Carolina, but I don't care about. Who cares about that? That was like fucking after when it was put into the fucking newspaper. But this thing did damage. It had it was this tornado that was on the ground had did lots of damage. It went through. Well, actually, the area around it was actually part of North Birmingham, but it was Trustable. But I tell you, my dad saw it from must have saw it from Highlands at the time, from UAB Highlands. I know if I looked out, had a clear view of it, I would have seen that motherfucker go through the area at the time. But that, I mean, there was one storm and then another that went, like I said, then lots of damage. yeah, that's pretty much of what happened in the store. You know. But just in all of what happened on the 27th of April in 2011. But if you have any stories you want to talk about, and feel free to hit me up on Skype or Discord. Mostly Skype if you're new, if you haven't. Tell you, mostly it was just interesting. It's back in the 16th, 17th of that month, we had another outbreak. Like the guy said, we had an outbreak. We had a tornado that went, like tornadoes in Birmingham, Georgia, South Carolina, South mostly. We also had a tornado, but we also had tornadoes around my area. There was one in Sanford that I know of. I believe around Fayetteville, Wally. But there was also one in Wilson around my area, around NC 42, which is also known as Tarboro. Tarboro. Like the locals might say, Tarboro. Well, I say, sometimes I say Tarboro, but who cares? But there was damage off of Tarboro. Well, the tornado, the damage, it skipped an area, did more damage, skipped some more, did damage. I mean, this one was like, felt like one of those tornadoes, the jumper. I mean, if it did damage, if it actually did damage, if it actually stayed on the ground longer, then my church would have at the time actually had to get people to a safe place and cover in an area. But I'm glad, a little bit thankful that didn't actually happen to me. Well, I had to take cover in the church. That would have been an interesting experience, guys. Because if we did, we would probably have to take place in that little corridor of the church. But overall, not much from that one. I know they had lots of damage in Sanford, North Carolina at the time. Then somehow there was a tornado emergency for like Raleigh at the time. But I do remember another one. Like 2 hours after I got out of school in 2014, I think, we had a tornado that actually took place in an event that took place. So we had a couple of warnings for around the 301 corridor at the time. Forget what I was listening to. I believe it was the freaking radio. Oh man. I tell you, that system it was just unbelievable. I can bring it up I remember that there was a tornado warning for Wilson and Edgecombe counties in North Carolina that day. Back 17th of that month. Um, let's see. Trying to see if I can remember about it. Don't want that. I'm almost to it. I thought April 29th. That, let's see, that day. I remember getting out of school a bit late because of a bit early, excuse me. Oh, that's what it. Oh, okay. I'm almost not familiar with the area now because right now I can turn 11, but this was, but who cares? I want to see if I can find some um trying to get it all together, guys. Um, we had only we did have some tornadoes that came into Wilson County, but we had one that had like 2 or 3 warnings on it at one time. I'm trying to find one that is that I can actually that we can actually see together, guys. Nothing's coming up on my luck. See if there's more from this guy. Maybe we can get better footage from it. But we had some. I'm looking. Wait a minute. Cancelled? I thought it was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We had flooding that happened on some of the areas, and the DOT told that they should cancel school because of there was some roads in the area that had water on the roadways at the time. I think we got like 10 or 12 inches, like 10 inches of rain in some spots. I mean, where I am, well, if it, some spots, they get inches, but if, they can get flooded easily, like, north of downtown, mostly, where I am. In some spots they do. But if you're in a low-lying area or have trees, that's going to probably create flooding if you have those heavy downpours coming at you guys. Let's see if I can find some ABC 11 stuff. Wendy, oh fucking Wendy. This is fucking crazy, guys. That's Michigan. Don't want Michigan. Fuck this. Don't want that one. That was New Jersey. I want that. Fuck this. Oh man. Can't even find it now, guys. Maybe I should just Try ABC or something. Wait a minute. This is funny, guys. I just found this one. Yeah, dude, that was a good meme. I just trying to. Uh, that was a good one. I think there was one of them doing the Gangnam Style, guys. I still cannot find it. The one I was looking for. Can't. Nope. I can't even find the one I'm looking for. That sucks. Maybe I should I believe we did have few. I was like, I was stupid at the time. I was crazy at the time. I think now I'm getting closer. I think. Once I find it, I can actually show it. But yeah, there was one in 2014. In 2014, whenever it was. Um, This is one from there was one in Wilson in 2016, 17. I'm not showing all that one. Fuck. I know that it damaged the exclusive cleaners, which is over by the other CVS pharmacy that we had. At the time. But I do remember about that day that we had one let's see, came from out of nowhere. I thought it wasn't gonna be like anything like Tuscaloosa, but it actually not was kind of right on that part because that's what they but most of it happened in the southern to the east. Southern to eastern part of the state of the county. I heard something going off on on TV. It turned out there was a tornado warning in effect. Then we were under like a tornado watch for that day, but most of it actually stayed towards not far away from our area. But hey Jose, hello to everyone watching. One more time. I still cannot find what the one I was looking for. Stinks. Claremont in 2016. I went Harvey. Hey man. 8 years ago now. 7. Yeah, I don't want that. Don't want. No. Oh shit, this is gonna take for fucking ever, guys. Make sure you keep on liking this video, while I'm trying to look for this one. fact, while I'm looking, I'll play a little bit of music, even though I'm going to copyright it and I don't even give a crap. Because I'm trying to look for something on here. Oh, we are doing tornado stories this week. Next week, it might be some other stories. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers watching. Before I forget about that part. So this might take a while. Let's see here. Uh, um, have a nice sleep, fuck me. This is stupid. Let's try this. Yeah, there was damage around Shaw University in Wally that day, weeks ago. Um, yeah. Few songs, because I still can't even freaking find it. It's ridiculous. Ah. But I still cannot find it. Even if I can find on Twitter, just should have asked them earlier in the week that before I did this. They had here. It gives me, yeah, it gives me. When I put in 2014, it gives me 2011 for 2017 or something. 2011. So maybe I find that this part's funny in a way, guys. This um this was from the historic tornado outbreak back in 2011. I just find this part funny. You see right there, right here? He actually has laptop. I I find that funny in a way, guys. Um, but yeah, whether it's this guy or James Van, whatever, it is pretty interesting. It is a nice coverage. But also, so, don't go back to 2014. I'm actually from a area in the west called Midwest called Alley, Tornado Alley, in the Great Plains, which is actually in Nebraska. That's where I'm originally from. And we get tornadoes. They usually get big tornadoes. And one that I know of was a Gilgore, 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 Nebraska. I wasn't in that storm, but there was a tornado that hit in 2014 in that area. That's not the one I'm fucking looking for. This part's funny. look at a comment section on this video. Somebody says, I'm a Mississippi State fan. In a tornado coverage, in tornado, a tornado coverage video. That is hilarious. Big sports. Still trying to look for body. I'm not saying idiots because of that. I'm saying idiots because somebody actually just comments at 108. That's where the head was where the head popped up, and it's oh my. It's still looking for the one I'm looking for, guys. Yeah, remember we left scored early that day. I left scored early that day because of the system caught off around 2:15. I really can get people off the roads, get kids back home. That way, get ready for what's going to come from the system. I have no idea why I want to stress that out. What warnings and watches? Beaufort, Edgecombe, Halifax, Martin, Pitt, Wayne County. ask me if they more if this happened. Of that. Ah. But want to remember. Want to figure out when, well, if I can find out that day. Yeah, but, lots of the county there was some water on the road, so they can't answer classes on that next day. Was a Wednesday, and then Thursday they canceled my school area schools. That way they can let the water will try to go down to storm drains. Then the next day they had like 2-3 hour delay or something. I guess that was okay because well at the time. Even though I wanted to go to school because no matter what, around my school area that day we don't usually get that much, but I know there was a snow, so the football field might have been closed. That might have been locked on that area, but at the time. Yeah, the tornadoes are fascinating. No matter where you are, what you're doing, simply so sometimes they just don't care. And sometimes I just don't care about rents that much. Even though some might back me up. But I guess my question now to everyone is probably not. But sometimes they don't care what you're doing or what you're about to do. I think there was one system that I know that they said on the news I saw that at a high school in Georgia or something, they had to so they just got to school that day. Then they hear they hear something fall down. Then they were like, okay, you know what, everybody, get on the bus, get back home. So they got everybody back. Once they get everybody there, they get everybody back at the high school, get them on the bus, and take them back home that day. I find that funny, guys. It's like 5 minutes later. Like, okay, have a nice day at school, everyone. 5 minutes later. Okay, time to take these kids home. This was like in the morning when this happened. Because of damage. Heck, I can't. I sucks. Do it. Damage. I mean, I still cannot find it, guys. Uh, know if everybody's watching the stream now or later. Sorry, but there's no long. Thanks for the subscription, but please no self-advertising. We do have rules in the community. I hate self-advertisements. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the community. We me channel. Hello. Still can't find it. Yeah, but somehow it's still self-advertising. Please do not self-advertise. I will say anything about it. I am a little bit strict on the rules a little bit. I need to like hold something. I'm not gonna put up with this right now. But tornadoes. You know what? You wanna know something? Maybe this is why nobody wants to come to your channel, man. Maybe it's because nobody wants to come to your channel. You have to come to other people's channels, tell other people who's watching the streams and the live chat have to come react to your channel. If you have a problem with it and a problem with me, don't worry about me. Worry about your own problems. Because I used to be that guy too. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to come and do whatever I want to do. It would be there to support somebody. Yeah, that's fine. And no, I'm not a problem. You're a fucking problem, okay? If you have a problem, go fuck yourself about it. I'm not gonna deal with your shit tonight, man. Okay? Hey, so either one, you deal with this, or two, you can get the fuck up of it and take your shit somewhere else, pack it up, and throw it into a bag, and throw it across the Atlantic Ocean. Because I am not gonna put up with your shit today, bitch. And if you have a problem with that, you can certainly go fuck your mother about that. Here, we do have wars, okay? Go fuck yourself about it, bitch. Piece of shit. That's why nobody likes you. Ah, fuck. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, back to stories. This tornado that happened in 2015. We had one that I'm trying to remember. We had one that actually see, this is problem. Most usually do better if there was a store no video or something that goes with it. But however, I can't find that video. Like, let me try one more thing. April 2014, North Carolina tornadoes. One fatality, 27 injuries. Throughout North Carolina, the tornadoes killed one person and injured 27 others. A total of 327 homes were damaged or destroyed across 4 counties, with 60% of these being in Beaufort County. Um, Washington Park, 150-mile-per-hour wind. Um, See if I can find. There was one Wilson right here. So let's take a look at that. Body showing for convenience. Passport tank, don't need that one. But it was somewhere, this channel, for this thing. Uh, take a look at this one real quick. April 30th, 2014 tornado. Shit. April 20. April. Oh. April 30th tornadoes. Stupid. I want that. Nebraska to Louisiana, Illinois to Florida, Oklahoma to North Carolina. Millions to the northeastern United States. Don't want that part. $1 billion. $1 billion. The highest winds for tornadic was 190 miles per hour for that outbreak, which was in Valonia, Arkansas. Non-tornadic was 90 miles per hour in Evarts, Kentucky. Evarts from straight line winds from 27th to 30th. I could just do a random tornado thing. Let's see. I know there was one in that week. Touchdown over the open field in Quapaw, Oklahoma. Mayflower, Valonia, 7. Yeah. Damn. Where's the El Paso? Lincoln Moore County, just north of the Alabama-Tennessee state line. Oh, where's the building? Building? Tell you, I'm getting tired from all this guys. I'm I'm still gonna keep on going with this because I care. Whether I'm boring or not, I'd rather keep on going. Explosion. This can't be. This can't be. County Central booking and detention central, counting at least 2 people and injuring 185 others. To the unknown, however, flooding from the storm had let's see. Triadelphia Reservoir. Well, that is. Landslide and Yonkers. Well, this is just what now? That guy dies of a natural cause. And I could use CSS to do that part. I can't find it. Shit. But I think another thing that we should go over real quick is the audio I covered. It was mentioned in the video. In the video preview videos that showed of from that video, you know. Let's see. There was one for Coleman, one for Tuscaloosa, Birmingham. Tornado emergencies for the cities. Like Atlanta back in March 15th, 2008. Greensboro, Kansas in 2007. Moore, Oklahoma in 1999. Those one. February 28th. February 18th, 2009. Oxford, McClellan, Cobbtown, Anniston, Heflin, Sacs, in counties of St. Clair, Calhoun, Clay, Claiborne, Randolph, and Talladega counties. Jefferson, North Central Jefferson County in 2010, April 2014. Just to name one. Rankin and Hines in Mississippi, December 31st. February 28, 2011. Mount Juliet, Lebanon, Tullahoma, in Tennessee. It should be in Coffee County, Tennessee. To name a few. 2016, April 16th of 2011. Some towns. Apex, Carpenter, Cary, Morrisville, Garner, Raleigh, Holly Springs, Knightdale, Roseville, Benson, Four Oaks, Smithfield, Selma, Pine Level, Princeton, Micro, Kennedy, Lewisburg, Centerville, Littleton, Salemburg, Clinton, Turkey, Micro, Kennedy, and Licama in North Carolina. Back in the 16th of the month. That was the one before the biggest outbreak, which had here's 2011. Here's one. Reform, Lebub, New Lexington, Concord, Sandtown, Southern Berry, Bowley Springs, Pleasant Ridge, Oakman Parish, Dora, Summerton, Cleveland, Blunsville, Dora Parish, Oakman, Blunsville, Oneota, Sipsey, Arkadelphia, Kimberly, Albertville, Hustleville, Sugar Hill, Douglas, Horton, Boaz, Crossville, Hopewell, Geraldine, Ralph Foster's, Taylorville, Tuscaloosa, Brookwood, Abonnett, North Johns, McCalla, Hueytown, Bessemer, Fairfield, Birmingham Metro, and the minor area. Sawyerville, North Greensboro, Olin, not sure if that's supposed to be Marlene, North Centerville, 6 Mile, Marvell, Montevallo, Maline, Alabaster, Southern Helena, Southern Pelham, Chelsea, Rainbow City, Glencoe, Hopes Bluff, Southeastern Etowah County, Northern Calhoun County, Ellisville, Spring Garden, Cherokee County, Wind State Park, Dadeville, Dadeville, Camp Hill, White Plains, Pinson, Northern Coleman County, Southeastern Morgan County, Baileyton, Ryan Crossroads, Eddy, Union Grove, Guntersville, Morgan City, New Hope, Owens, Crossroad, Grant, Woodville, Limwalk, Section, Langston, Hackleburg, Belgreen, Phil Campbell. Sound that wrapped off. There's like a lot of Phil Campbell out there. Spruce Pine, Russellville, Pleasant Ridge, Littleville, Spring Valley, Landorsville, Hanover, Athens, Capshaw, Harvest, Tony, Meridianville, Plevna, Moore's Mill, Hazel Green, Lincoln, New Market, Flintville, Eloa, Huntland, Belvedere, Detroit, Cohen, Sherwood, Sewanee, Winchester, Jopa, New Hope, Grant, Alabama. Huntsville, Meridianville, Mooresville, and the list keeps going. Oh wait, I see a stop. Huntsville, Meridianville, Moore's Mill, Princeton, Francisco, High Top, Geraldine, Fife, Guest, Shiloh, Powell, Rainsville, Dogtown, Pine Ridge, Fort Payne, Sylvania, Adamsburg, Hennigan, Hammondville, Valley Head, Mentone, E.T. Crossroads, Idle, and Sulphur Springs on 27th. Bama, Tennessee. I tell you, that was pretty interesting. All of that is in one day. If I can remember a few. March 2nd, let's see. Henry Ward. Henryville got something. Henryville, Marysville, Lexington. Yeah, I was actually on the road that day, getting to Birmingham for a funeral. Saw these clouds building. Just like something on the tip of the Appalachians that day. There was yeah, but let's keep going, see what else we can find. You know, Eastern El Reno, more of that Oklahoma outbreak that killed some else. And I loved, that was the guy that I liked, one of the guys I liked. Let's see. Oh, Smithland, Tennessee. Okay. Hey, I thought it said Smithland, North Carolina. Really? I guess that's it. February 24th of 2016. Cedar Creek, Stedman, Vandal, Hopton, Newton Grove, Compton, Simpson, North Carolina. Burwell in 2014. I tell you, the system. If you look at these names, they are very interesting. Salem, Bill Clinton, Turkey. If that one in Nash County, um, let's see, if it was more in Nash County, for then it should have gone towards like can't remember. Well, yeah, Rocky Mount, which is about 20 minutes away, 20-minute drive, 20 minutes away. It's like it doesn't exist or something. Well, think I remember one time that I saw that on a video that a tornado actually there was like a tornado or something in around the Atlanta area. They from a they had this college game going on. I believe it was like UAB or something. They had to stop play, get everybody to a safe place because there was a tornado going through downtown at the time. But that part, I believe that was March 15th. I'm assuming Cobb, Douglas, Fulton counties. That is what I am assuming that one was. Hello, wow. But that's the most of the there was a tornado in let's see, there was a tornado in Georgia back in St. Georgia? I meant Greensboro. Greensboro, North Carolina. There was a tornado back in the other day in a couple weeks ago, a month ago, in Greensboro. That one did damage and lots of damage. Worst part is I didn't think it caused a one of those tornado emergencies for the area. I didn't even know about that until I saw that I was under a tornado watch till like 10 or something that day. And mostly it's a bit well. I think it might be a bit well, I think, to have a tornado watch, but it kind of depends on the conditions they say for the day. I mean, it's well. I mean, like how well, like Caldwell, like how much, like a Caldwell. I'm not going to talk about wrestling up much, but I'm going to say it's about well as a getting the chance of a John Cena card in a in one of these. That is as well as I am saying that this was. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing coughing or hacking or whatever sounds, it's because my nephew is right next door. I'd rather rant about that, but I'd rather not. Kind of feels like he almost doesn't know the schedule now, since we're back. Let's see. What else was there? 28th, 2014, Tuscaloosa. Joplin, I think. I've got in a tornado emergency. I'm not sure, but let's try to take a look at the definition. The Tornado Emergency Bulletin, which is an enhanced form of a tornado warning used when confirmed tornado pose a significant threat to life and property in a populated area. So that is what a tornado emergency is. When it is a significant threat to life and property in a populated area. I should have made fun of what's his face for that one. I was surprised, though, it wasn't a big threat to, there wasn't one that other on that day. Ah, man. Well, I mean, that's pretty much, I guess it's, man, 205. Damn. I've been here for a while. Shit. Been here way too long than I was expecting, guys. Talking about tornadoes. I'm not sure what I'll be talking about next week yet. I mean, I could do a seismic activity stories like earthquakes, but I only have 2 that I know of that from then. And one of them happened in 2011, about months after the tornado. And then I believe there was another one, well, that we had in Georgia back last year. So we might do tornadic activity next, guys. So I must end it here. That way I can relax my voice, have a good time somewhere else. But I must say thank you to everyone who has who joined me. If you're new, thanks for subscribing. Make sure you do like this video. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on notifications, that way you know. And thanks for letting me. This tornado thing must, I say, it's 2 weeks late because of 2 weeks late because So I was expecting to do it 2 weeks ago, but things came up late. So I must thank each and single one of you for joining me tonight. We'll be back with this show next week. And thank you everyone. Fuck Famous B and that's that guy in the chat. And until next time, guys. Have a nice time. The rest of the evening. Stay awesome and congratulations to Ken from the Foulmouth Network on winning the belt. Love each and single one of you, and fuck you, Famous B. Good night.